in my crazy mind, it's just for fun. I was hoping there was going to be a scenario out of that box where like maybe you had like just a one-liner, and it might have been some like crazy reference to like I Am Legend. You guys went into some crazy world of vampires, but
doing a crossover, I love it.
That's how you got to New York. That's how.
Through the box.
Yeah.
Like, how did you find Will Smith? Through the box.
Yeah. I've got a friend who wants to come. Hi, Will Smith. What are you doing here? No dogs allowed.
No dogs allowed.
A man of science. He is married to the woman of his dreams, and they have a good life.
Have a good day.
Coffee to go?
Oh my gosh, you're my hero.
Until one night, he doesn't make it home. When he regains consciousness, everything has changed.
So this story, it's so complex, so many dimensions to each character. Was it a bit easier knowing that you're going to tell the story over 9 episodes versus like when you take on a feature where it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours to try to get all that information in?
I thought that the novel really lent itself well to a series where you had a little bit more time to explore the narrative, and because there's such there's quite literally all these worlds that they explore, and I thought it as a book it had the potential to really go on a quite exciting journey, and so I think it was a great choice to not try and make it a film, but to make it a series.
There was no way to tell this story in 2 hours, and so fortunately, the people at Apple and the people at Sony on the television side were able to bring us over, and we fell into this 9-hour window, which was perfect for what Blake had envisioned.
It is the purest, I think, expression of the idea. I think that a story, an idea, sort of encompasses all the possible mediums, like whether it's a play or a book or a TV show. And I'm always interested in like what is the truest expression of that idea. I love the book. I wrote the book, and as the author of the book, I can also say, for me, I think the show is the perfect expression of the idea, more so than the book.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was amazed by it. I said, this is the best thing I've ever been a part of. It's so clear and human and so entertaining. And Joel and Jennifer and Elise are just so epically talented. And they're at their best, I think, all of them in this show, which says a lot because they're so good. And then like when the soundtrack came together and the direction was so clear, I was blown away when I finally saw this show, honestly, truly.
Being able to participate on the creation of this, of discussing subjects and themes that are so common to all of us. It's regret, it's about choices, it's about love, it's about family, it's about friendship, it's about growing and evolving as humans. There's so many different themes in the show that I was excited with the challenge of it. And then also, I think like working with Joel, which is also, apart from being an actor, a wonderful director and also writer and screenwriter. I think it's always great because it was a challenge for the adaptation, because the moment that you have a very successful book, you need to expand a little bit to create a TV show. But apart from that, there's so many details into creating different worlds, creating different characters that for everyone involved in front and behind the camera was a massive challenge. So be able to be a part of this, it was a dream come true.
I wanted to know what your reactions to seeing this was all put together with the CG put in, especially towards the end. I didn't expect any of that.
I was blown away by it. I haven't been involved with a hell of a lot of CGI heavy kind of work. And while this show is, for the most part, very grounded and set in Chicago, and its concept allows us sort of inwardly to explore a lot of human theme, there is the expansion. And what's cool about it is that every episode or every block of episodes gets bigger and deeper and more expansive in terms of world building. Every time we step out of this box, anything is possible. And for the most part on set, that was us stepping out of onto a soundstage, staring at mostly green screen and the occasional practical thing, and wondering, how is this going to look? You know, Ash World and Snow World and Underwater World and you name it. And I just think some of the visual effects and the spectacular nature of that blew me away. And it's the thing we don't get to see while we're shooting it. We have to sort of, you know, oh my God, a building's falling, but where is the building? You know, the building comes later. And I thought they did great.